Hello everyone, welcome back to Mark Shrimp Tanks. If you're new to my channel, then guys, I hope I earned your subscription after this video. Okay, my awesome sauce shrimp farm, I've just done this tank here. I give this one a 30% water change. I'm just checking the water levels up here in this one here. We have approximately 30 litres of water left, right? So we have enough water to do another 2 water changes in these 2 tanks here, right? So this is what we're going to do. This is my Neocaridina tank and this is my Blue Dream tank. They need a water change, so let's get on with the show. But before we get started, guys, let's see if we can add some food to the tanks, because we want to see some shrimp today. Let's see, let's put a few bits in. These shrimp eat a lot, so they can have a decent amount of food. There you go, plop. Of course it doesn't sink. There you go. Right, and we can put a few pieces in here as well, because yeah, these shrimp are ravenous. Another piece in, and when we do our water change, we'll just look at these shrimp every so often. All the snails and stuff as well will all come over to here in a big pile up, and we'll get to see lots and lots of them. Let's grab a few buckets and our siphon. Because we're going to do 2 of these at the same time. Let's get rid of this panel. Did it stick? Yes, it did. Let's get these 2 tanks emptied. My apologies if you hear beard rustle in this video. I'm quite aware that my beard is maybe interfering with the microphone. You know, what I always find interesting, guys, is how yellow this water gets. You know, one of the things I absolutely love, right, about having a tiled floor is you spill any water, you're basically mopping it up with your feet and it dries super fast. So guys, yeah, if you're ever considering having a shrimp room like this, please add a tiled floor. It will make such a big difference to your life, trust me. Let's give the glass a quick clean before we start. Let's get all this stuff off the top here. I'm doing such a great job. Right guys, one thing I found, one of these magic markers that helps a ton with this white mark across the top is just to give it a wipe like this and it disappears. Looking good. Let's do the second one. I had to push the light back on this one to do this one just because my hand is so big. Big and bold and sexy and Scottish. Yeah, we just want to give this a quick clean because it is for our viewing pleasure that we can actually see all the shrimp. Yes, it is. Then again, we go to our magic marker, remover, magic marker. Wipe this top edge. And just because we're doing it, guys, we may as well do the back edge here as well. This magic marker remover is awesome. I'll have to get more of them from Amazon. Okay, my water is all ready to go. Let's get you over here. La la. Let's see, what do we have? This should be perfect fit. Let's get both of them on before we open them, because the lowest one always gets a little bit more power or flow than the one above it. It's just to do with gravity. So let's turn this on. Full you go. Right on, this will probably be a couple hours, 1 or 2 hours at the most probably, and we'll have a look at the shrimp. Let's see how these bad boys are getting on. Let's start with the green Jade tank here, because I have made a few changes to this since we have last spoken, and you guys can probably see what is I've changed in here. We have added cinnamon bark to all of the tanks again, because yeah, I notice I have better success with shrimp when I have cinnamon bark in the tank. The snails also love to eat it, and my thinking is it's antibacterial. The snails love to eat it, and the shrimp love to eat snail poop, so it's a win-win situation for everyone in the tank. The other thing I've added is Java moss to all of my tanks, not just some of them. So you'll see a little sprig of Java moss like this in most of my tanks. What's quite noticeable as well, guys, is my shrimp are doing better now than they've ever done. So yeah, we just have to be patient, keep on the right track, because this is probably the most buried females I've ever had in this little tank here. Aren't they looking gorgeous? Lots and lots of snails. I've actually added some more Sulawesi snails in here as well. I actually did have them in here originally, but they like to eat the plants. But my thinking is, guys, I'd rather have snails in the tank where the shrimp will benefit more than the plants, right? So the plants, even though I love looking at them, are going to become secondary again, and we're going to concentrate on breeding shrimp, because snails like to eat shrimp poop. Let's go over to the Blue Dream tank here. How are these guys doing? Spectacularly good. I've actually culled this tank twice since I last made a video, guys, as well, so that's why they're looking a little bit more improved. Lots and lots of babies still. I can see a lot of little teeter tots at the way at the back, which is gorgeous. They're like finding little gold nuggets everywhere. There's another one. Oh, they're beautiful. I'm actually seeing more and more and more all over the place. The shrimp themselves are doing awesome. As I said, I like to do a 30% water change in this tank every single week. We use reverse osmosis water with salt and mineral GHKH+. Let me just show you. Let me show you what I use, because someone will ask in the comment section. This is what I use. So for this amount of water up here, that's 40 litres. I add 8 grams of this salt, right? And I use reverse osmosis water. And I've also done a little bit of work on it as well. As you'll see under here, I've added a bigger active carbon cylinder. I'm no longer going to buy these disposable ones because I can't trust that they work really well. So we're going to buy higher grade active carbon and refill this bit ourselves every, 6 months. I've also refilled my DI container here as well. I'll probably buy another one and we'll put it above here, so we have 2 in a row working to bring our TDS down to 0. Another thing, guys, is some of you will have noticed I have these red bits of electrical tape folded over on themselves like this on some of my racks, and I have them on some of my tanks as well. And guys, the purpose for these is, if I have an issue with the tank, let me take these gorgeous glasses off. If I have an issue with the tank, the best way for me to fix it is to mark the tank instead of ignoring it, because sometimes I just forget or I get a little bit absent-minded. And yeah, stick these little bits of tape onto your tank like this. Let's see, just say this tank has issues, loads and loads of shrimp deaths. There you go. You know something is wrong with the tank. In my room right now, I only have an issue with one tank, and that is the big crayfish tank here. And the issue is the TDS is just high. I need to keep up my water changes on this big bad boy, because we have a much bigger bioload in this tank. We feed it every day to get something like 10 pellets at a time. So the TDS is much, much higher in this tank. So we need to start keeping care of it a little bit better than we are. So this is why this is staying on here, to remind me, Mark, do your water changes. So what I think I'm going to do, guys, is from now on I'm going to do at least one higher quality video. I'm going to put a little bit more effort into the production and making a better macro footage and whatever else for you guys to see, so you can look forward to that. What I'd also like to do, guys, is thank my patrons and my members, because without their support I don't think I'd be able to do what I do, because stuff like these cameras and the microphones and whatever else are expensive, right? So big thank you to you guys. Your help is really appreciated. Also, new members, if you found my video at all helpful and you want to appreciate it, then please do subscribe. And guys, I'll see you all in the next one. Have an awesome day.